Hello, Internet. Michael here. For the last few weeks, we have been dealing with constant drama, and it's been having its ups and downs, the gotcha community. We have seen people wanting changes from Hoyoverse for Genshin, which honestly is past due, and see the release of Wuthering Waves, which I feel has been overall a positive thing for the gotcha community. A contender that hopefully Hoyoverse will look at and decide that now is the time for them to do better. You hear many content creators mention how drama was not good for their individual channels, but it was still entertaining for some of us. I like to know the new updates, and for those that I felt like were doing their best to make things better, I feel like it made their community stronger. While at the same time, unfortunately, some individuals really did become the villains they ended up truly being, and I feel like that meant that their community suffered. And because of these things, my brain had cycled through, and late one night, I realized I kind of missed that drama. But I missed in a way that I wish we saw this drama in real movies. These ups and downs, because some of it is so bizarre, and some of these individuals are so out of touch that they feel like villains. And so I couldn't stop thinking. And I thought, if we had these movies, who would play these key individuals that helped keep us up to date, who possibly ruined their careers, and who kind of came more into the spotlight with this drama? So the first that comes to mind was our hero, John Tectone. And I say hero because everything he has said, I do support. I want to see these games get better. And with competition, games will get better. Either that or they will cease to be. And I thought, who would be the individual that could truly portray John Tectone? And only one person came to mind. It has to be Bryan Cranston, our hero from Breaking Bad. Hero, but like many people, viewed as questionable, and I feel like some in the community still view Tectone as questionable. And, I guess that's what happens when you tell the truth and want things to be better. Now, next content creator that I would hear more and more about was Gotcha Smack. Hear him really digging into details and not seeming to really take many people's shit. And so I thought, who could portray Gotcha Smack? And I don't know why, but it had to be Machete. I think Danny Trejo could do Gotcha Smack some justice. Now, the third individual that content creator that I feel like kind of came out and I started seeing more with this was Hex Juice. I had never really heard of Hex Juice before the drama started, and I could see them trying to implement her into the movie if they did it. But like we know with Hollywood, a lot of times there'll be details that it will be off, and I'm sorry, Hex Juice. So what I think that they would attempt would probably be, instead of getting your avatar, because, they wouldn't want to ask for rights, they'd go for the next best thing. So they would probably either just get a live-action drawing or an AI animation of Billie Eilish, and they'd even still probably keep this color scheme, and I'm sorry. I wish I could say they would they do things right, but we know, unfortunately, Hollywood tends to gloss over details. At this entire time, we would eventually get towards the individuals that are viewed as a little bit questionable. Some of these you wouldn't really, we don't really need to go over their names. Their names have been spoken a few times. We all deep down know who this is. And, with that deep rat anger, we also know the other true villain of at least our Genshin arc. But at the end of the day, the question would be, who would portray John Hollyoverse? And I'm sorry everybody, but as I've learned from Tectone's community, you have to make sure not to attack China because they do make great content. But we want to get people in the theater. We want people sitting down, wanting to know who is going to be that great reveal. Who is John Hollyoverse? And there's only one person who can portray John Hollyoverse. We all saw this coming. What other creators do you feel like really spoke their mind during this time? And who do you think would be a good portrayal for it? I enjoy this community, and thank you for listening to my rambling. Have a great day. Oh, and one last detail. I do apologize, but we would have to eventually have a cameo of the community. Mainly the Genshin community, because obviously we have to get them in the theater, and nothing gets someone in the theater like anger. So, as a reminder, for many of the community, we don't need to say the words, but we know what the plant is. Thank you.